Never ever kill a kid's passion. This surely teared me up, is a caption from one of Achal Jaiswal's Instagram story. The story has a picture of gungaroos and is captioned in a manner where you can just feel the emotions behind those words. Today we are going to speak to the same Achal Jaiswal
Yeah.
to understand what passions were killed as a kid for you while growing up.
Thank you, Akshita, and all of you for having me here. So, first of all, I have to appreciate that you've done the right research, uh, if that's the premise. Um yes, that definitely that piece of those those set of gungroos just came up randomly while we were cleaning up the house, and the picture said it all. We were cleaning up the house, and that's when I found my long lost set of gungroos, which I wanted to always leverage, obviously, to learn dancing. As a child, there used to be dance classes during those 8 hours of bonded labor in school. I hated school. And that was the only subject or the period that I used to be really excited about because I could really express myself and whatnot. Yes, couldn't take it further. I think dancing is such a healing way, natural healing way of you to overcome a lot of insecurities. And I don't know, as a child, I didn't know anything of that sorts, but I knew dancing was my thing, and because of the kind of culture we were brought into and the kind of generation we grew up, we were always like, yeah, doctor ban jao, engineer ban jao, and all that, right? So I hated that. That was never my cup of tea. I do not. All I knew that I loved dancing, and I would want to pursue my career into this. So whatever intelligence I could get from people around me, because there was no Google, no YouTube, nothing back then. All I knew that we could actually pursue, masters in Kathak and graduation in Kathak. You have a proper, 7-8 years of study in Kathak, and I was like, geez, this is something that I could do, and this is going to really take me off. But obviously, that never happened. The gurus were thrown out of the house. It definitely broke my heart. But as the eldest daughter, I also understood that ये तो possible है ही नहीं. So yeah, moved on.
But
That's
who
it.
threw the gungroos away? Did you ever tell someone at your house that, this is something I want to do and I really enjoy dancing?
No, I don't think so. Very explicitly, I never really walked up and expressed that this is what I want, the way I am right now. What I want, I want. Um, but yeah, no, I couldn't express. No, I didn't express. I think my dancing in birthday parties was enough for them to know. But you know, parents these days are very different from the parents that we have.
Right.
Less emotional intelligence, less connection, and whatnot.
Right.
So yeah, nothing explicitly spoken about it. So yeah, do
So was it one of your parents who threw the gungroos away?
yes, a
Did
bit.
they?
Yes.
Just in cleaning process?
Yeah.
Or was it like no gungroos allowed in the house?
Nothing like that. No connotation of that sorts. But yes,
Right.
we don't need it. Just throw it. And it accidentally slid out of the gate, and I was like, oh. So yeah, I think that dream was shut down pretty much that day. Move on.
Yeah. So what was your childhood like growing up? Like you are three siblings, right?
Yeah.
What kind of family culture was around while growing up?
Tough in the sense, coming from a very humble background, it's not easy. And my parents did a great job of sending us to amazing school, which is in Thomas's College. उस टाइम का बहुत अच्छा स्कूल था, राइट? So I think I still am very grateful to them that they sent me to such a great school, because they always focused on great education and whatnot. And I think we got that. But raising three kids from a humble background, no old money and stuff like that, was not an easy job. So I think they did a great job in that. But it also came with a lot of frustrations of a lot of needs being met, but in certain timelines. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नया शूज़ लेना है तो दिवाली पे ही लेंगे, है ना? और या फिर you want to buy your clothes, so perhaps that is going to come in October, which is my birthday, and so forth for the other kids also, not just me.
Right.
But but I think as the eldest, you always go through certain pressures which other kids might not go through. I'm sure they have their own struggles and their own pains. But yes, that was it. But I have no complaints about the fact, the kind of life I got while I was still living with my parents. I think they did their best. They gave us food, they gave us good shelter, they gave us good home. If everything was not in abundance, there was no
Scarcity.
dearth, scarcity of anything. So we just were brought up in the right amount of support, protection, emotion, food for that matter, education, and anything else that supports a proper, human being to be successful, or at least, just make it to a certain point.
Who were you the closest to in the family while growing up?
No one.
Okay, sure. Were there any friends outside in school that you were close to? How was life outside home as a child?
No, I have a best friend. He runs a very big hospital here. A lot of people know him. He's the only best friend I know. Nobody else. No.
But why was that? Like, while growing up in school years, was it that you were an introvert kid who would not interact a lot with other people? Or, like, was it that, okay, you made friends, but they faded away with time?
No. I think I was very much a people's person. I think I was the live wire. Wherever I went, I am. But now I realize what my nature was like 20 years ago or 30 years ago. I think I was pretty much my own person, and then people's person as well. But I do not know the meaning of the word closeness. What is closeness? Because we were never conditioned in a way that emotionally we should know कि यार closeness क्या होती है. So as I said, I do not know वो closeness क्या थी, माँ के साथ थी, पापा के साथ थी. The closest I've ever felt is with my youngest brother and my sister. But वो भी I don't know the definition of closeness. I still don't know. I didn't know back then either. So yeah, I wasn't an introvert for sure. I was the most extrovert person. But there's a new term that is called ambivert these days. I think I was
Right.
that.
Right.
People wanted to see what I am, and I showed them what they wanted to see, but perhaps not the real me.
And why was that?
I don't know. As I said, I was a child. I don't know. I have no answers to that. I think I still am like that. I'm going to give you a good show, but nobody would really know what's sometimes going in somebody's head
Of
or mind
course.
or heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And then college happened.
And then
Like,
college happened.
What course was this? And was
Don't
it in
ask.
Dehradun?
Then I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
Because I was a studious kid. I performed really well in my exams and scored well. And half of my class was becoming a doctor, and I was like, yeah, I want to be a doctor. Thank God I'm not, because I can't see the cuts and the bloods,
Right.
whatever the part and parcel of it. But because उस time पे there was no counseling as such, right?
Right.
There is no psychometric analysis. Nothing happens for a child who should actually know what he or she should do right after their 12th or whatever,
Right.
to be the right person that they're meant to be,
Right.
who they are actually. You could be a painter. People hardly get to know about it. This is a separate topic. I can talk a lot more about it. However, सबको डॉक्टर बनना था, मैं डॉक्टर नहीं बन सकती थी because of whatever reasons. Then I was like, I want to go outside and study. So that was also killed.
Away from
बाहर
the
तो नहीं
house.
जा सकते, दिल्ली नहीं जा सकते and all that jazz. Just stay home. So I was like, okay, ठीक है. So I was like literally slapped twice on my face by my dad कि बैठो स्कूटर पे अंकल के and then go to DBS college. So I picked up chemistry, botany, zoology. And there I failed on purpose. I did not want to study because I wanted to. वहाँ से rebel शुरू हो गया था.
Right.
I was like, no, man, you threw my gungroos, man. I mean, you didn't want me to, you didn't take me for the CPMT exam also. What do you want? So, बस कैसे कैसे करके I just did my graduation. And I always knew I will never be or should never be judged by the numbers and the scores that I get out of a stupid exam यार of 20-25 questions. I always knew कि यार मेरा दिमाग उससे ज़्यादा तो है. It's just that वो confidence देने वाला वो protection नहीं होता ना आसपास पापा लोग या मम्मी लोग कोई बोले नहीं 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 तुम अच्छा कर रही हो. That was never there for our generation. तो बस कैसे करके I did my graduation and one fine day I again went back to my dad. I said I want to do now masters in forensic science क्योंकि वो बहुत अच्छा एक subject आया था from Amity University. And he was like, no, ये भी नहीं करवा सकता. मैंने बोला आप करवा क्या सकते हो? So I put the entire blame on him, which is very wrong.
Right.
Which is very wrong. Now that I understand. And I was like, okay, if this is what it is, I'm going to run away from the home.
Okay.
Ultimatum. अच्छा भाग के दिखाओ. ठीक है दिखा भी देंगे अब क्या करें अब. We've left no choice. So one fine day, me and my friend, we were just loitering around on our hero books, or we just sat for an interview for a company called V Customer. A lot of my people of my age would know which company is this, and I cleared the entire round, and I got the job also, which was supposed to pay me like 6,800 rupees in Delhi. And I was like, screw it, man, I'm going. So that I could go. I came back home with the offer letter. I said, this is what it is. You want sending me or not? I'm going. Okay, I'll arrange some 500, 700 bucks, take a bus, and I'll be like running away. But so I think they understood कि अभी तो ये नहीं मानने वाली है. That's how the journey started, and I went off after that college to Delhi and all.
How long did that slap stay with you from your dad?
Oh, till today.
Are there any complaints there? Like maybe with your parents or anyone? Like, I have friends who were not given that guidance and they still hold a small grudge against their parents around it.
No.
Never.
They just come from a different generation altogether. यार उनको क्या बोलेंगे हम बोल के? They were any which were doing a great job यार by making the two ends meet in a day. And raising 3 kids, even though it was their choice to have 3 kids, we didn't tell them. They could have had me as a spoiled brat if they only had me or at least my sister. But then they chose to have 3 kids. Then ठीक है क्या कर सकते हैं? What to do? So झेलो. So
But
no
this
complaints. No.
Absent communication channel between your parents and you, how long did that continue? Or does it still continue to be the same? Or was there a point where you were like, okay, let's sit and talk, like we never sit and talk?
I think that has evolved for sure. And it evolved because of me only. Because when I went out, I opened up a lot of channels. And I had to. I was like, this is not the way my house is going to run. So I changed a lot of things. The way we were communicating among each other, between like 2 people and or as a group. It was more of a fun banter most of the times. But later on, I started opening up other aspects of any relationship, which is emotional connect and a lot. Though I still hold myself as a big failure in that, because sometimes when my sister needs me or my brother needs me, I think I do fail in meeting their emotional requirements, and I feel a lot guilty about it. But I think I'm going to improvise on that.
Have they ever expressed that, or is it just a
Yes,
guilt
yes.
that you felt?
Not in fun banter. It's a lot of this thing, but yes.
They have.
I'm very happy that the 3 of us, we are at least very communicative among each other. Though sometimes it's fights, sometimes it's fun banter, as I said. Sometimes it's a lot of competition among the 3 of us, which is great, healthy.
Right.
But communication channel बहुत open हुआ, and then slowly translated and extended to our parents also. They also started understanding कि यार now these guys are individuals, and we need to, be more involved with them emotionally.
You had a fairly long tenure of corporate life in
Oh
Delhi, right?
yes.
Take us through that. Like, how did that affect you in any form? I'm sure initially it boosted your confidence and stuff like that, but when did it start taking a toll on you, and when did it became like, okay, I don't want to do corporate maybe anymore?
Good question. So I love that career to 1.0 of Anchal R. Jaiswal. I love it, and I would never would want to give it up. So I never said no to my jobs. I was a very thorough, strong worker, full of ethics, full of performance, so to say. So being a science graduate, I worked with organizations such as Microsoft, HCL, Adobe. For the initial 6 years of my life, those were the three organizations I worked with, and I did really well. I was the only person who was sent to the US to get trained by the TLs there when there was the first slump in India, which was the 2008 slump, when
Right.
half of the company was being swapped off like this, and one morning we get a notification, oh, this is gone. I was like, dude, what's
Yeah.
going to happen? I thought there's a meeting in the evening, and that's just to fire me as well. But no, I was being promoted and I was being sent to the US. So I was just 27 years old then. Great stuff. So uske baad I came to the tech sales side of it, and my career totally took a flight. And उससे पहले था कि I was giving support and technical support. उसके बाद when I took the second half of the career, when I came to the front where I was selling stuff, I was selling solutions and tech solutions and cloud solutions and whatnot. That's when the real game started, and I still love that. I was in the job till, in fact, till last September, and I was clocking in a lot of money for my organizations. And that's when I realized, dude, sales is your thing. You are the true customer, centric person. It is pretty much ingrained into me, and perhaps that's why the current work is doing so well,
Right.
because it stems from the previous
Yeah.
career of the corporate.
And this was what? You've worked in corporate for like 17, 18 years?
19.
19 years.
Yeah.
How difficult was the transition when you decided, okay, I don't want to do corporate now?
It's a mindset change, Akshata. That's it. डिफ़िकल्टी सब चीज़ में है, ठीक है। घुंघरू से छोड़ के बीएससी में जाना, बीएससी से दिल्ली में रिबेल होके जाना, और एक सरिता विहार में छोटा सा कमरा लेना और नहीं समझ में आना कि यार यहाँ नहीं रह सकती, दूसरा घर लेना है, देन बीइंग ऑन योर ओन। मेरे लिए, मुझे नहीं लगता यार, एटलीस्ट नॉट दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू बी वेरी हाई हेडेड और समथिंग, बट आई थिंक आई एम born like that thanks to my mother, father, their genes, whatever it is. I don't have a never say never kind of a thing. अभी अक्टूबर सोच लिया था तो सोच लिया था। एंड आई ऑल्सो बिलीव इन द फैक्ट कि अगर कोई चीज़ तुम्हारे पास आ रहा है ना, दैट मीन्स इट हैज़ अ रीज़न, इट हैज़ सम कनेक्शन टू यू, एंड उसको ले लो एंड जस्ट गो फॉर इट। पलट के देखने का नहीं रखा है यार। देयर इज नो टाइम फॉर यू टू लुक बैक एंड रिपेंट और रिग्रेट इट। व्हाट्स डन इज डन। सो growth mindset, extremely important for somebody to grow. So from being somebody's employee to becoming an employer, definitely a journey, but it didn't feel like a journey because I think I was mentally somewhere ready already to be a leader and to create a brand of my own. So there were certain nights that I was a little doubtful about the fact सही कर रही हूँ। सारे, I've invested every penny, ठीक है, and the only thing that I could hear was just go for it. पीछे मुड़ के देखने का है ही नहीं कुछ,
And you went for it.
and I went for it. This is where I am.
You know, I have a cousin who has a very similar story where, and this is this era parents, okay? And she graduated, I think, last year or something, and she's like, okay, I need to do masters. They're like, अरे क्या masters क्यों करना है? You did a 4-year course. So she's like, okay, fine, I've got a job. I'm leaving for Delhi. Now don't put me back here.
My soul
right?
sister.
Yeah. So she shifted to Delhi, And I was having this conversation with her the other day where she's like, यार मैं घर नहीं आ सकती अभी. I was like, क्यों? She's like, मैं घर आऊँगी ना शादी करा देंगे.
Ah.
It's very, that thing कि अब तो नौकरी भी कर ली ना.
अब तो शादी करो,
Right,
अल्टीमेट
अब
गोल ही
शादी
वही
करो.
है.
Correct. When did that pressure start coming on you, if at all it started coming
20
at?
हम बनिए परिवार के हैं, 22 साल से प्रेशर था, but I got married when I was 37.
But how was that whole thing of, not being married? Yeah.
That was torturous.
Right.
I didn't just like it. I was like, let me be. Let me be. If I'm going to find a partner, I will find a partner. And if I don't find a partner, I don't find a partner. बहुत simple सा fact है. I just don't want to be stuck with somebody for no damn reason, just because तुमको 7 फेरे दिलवाने हैं, लड़की को संदूर पहनाना है. Why यार? I mean, but I fell for that trap.
Yeah.
I fell for that trap, and I regret it. But I'm out of that as well. So
But from 23 to 37,
Oh, man.
did you date people?
Yes, I
You
did.
went out with people?
yes, I did.
And were they healthy relationships?
Yes.
They were.
Yeah.
And did your family knew about them?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I just could never hide anything from my family. That was my another problem, by the way, for being judged by them only. I just couldn't. And let's say
Right.
tomorrow, if I have a child, I'm not sure whether will I will or not. But if I do, I would want my child to do the same thing. Be yourself. Be who you are, so that I get to know who you are, and
Right.
I can be the better supporter or a
Yeah.
parent to you.
There's also this thing, right, that when you're dating people and when you're going out with people, your family starts judging them as well. But they'll not tell you directly stuff, but there'll be like these subtle things that'll come around, which will affect you in the longer run, because you've always seen them, you've kept them at a pedestal of sorts, and you'll always think, oh, maybe they're right about it, or maybe they're wrong about it. But did that also start building on that pressure of, okay, I need to get married for their sake? Because sometimes it's also guilt. Like I've seen a lot of my relatives do that, even my parents do that sometimes, where they will emotionally put you in a space that you'll start feeling guilty. You'll feel like, oh, you're taking away something very important from them
हाँ.
by not getting married.
In-laws
right?
बनने से बचा.
Yeah. So was that ever the case?
No, yaar. No. Thankfully. They wanted me to get settled down. They still want me to.
Right.
But वो गिल्ट तो नहीं दिया उन लोगों ने कि देखो तुम्हारी मम्मी बीमार हो रही है, देखो मेरी तबीयत खराब हो रही है and all that. But because I actually grew stronger day by day. So I think they stopped even confronting me for that. They knew अब तो ये नहीं सुनेगी किसी की. She's going to walk her own way. She's going to carve her own path. तो शायद एक वो भी था. And then they kind of knew that वो बड़ी हो गई अब, she can take her own decisions. Unfortunately, none of the decisions were good, and that's okay. I don't judge myself, and neither should anyone in the room ever. You're a human. You're full of paradoxes,
Right.
and we shouldn't be afraid of whatever mistakes or insecurities or whatever we have. Yeah, nobody's perfect. So no guilt as such, but I decided to get married the day I felt like कि नहीं यार अभी वो जंक्चर आ गया जहाँ पे मुझे भी लगता है कि I should give it a try, because tomorrow I don't want to get up and say, oh shit, I didn't try only. And I'm not one of those who would just not try anything and say, oh, that's not for me. So I was like, ठीक है, try करते हैं. That was a bad trial, bad trial. But at the same time, I wanted to make my family also happy.
Right.
Yeah, that was there. So दोनों aspect था. Yeah. So किया.
And that marriage lasted for a year or two?
So that marriage lasted only for अगर हम legally बोलें तो for 3.5 years, 3 months shy of 3.5 years, but we were separated exactly after a year. Yeah, not a good. अभी यहाँ तो मैं यही बोलूँगी ना कि वो लोग अच्छे नहीं थे, क्या पता मैं नहीं अच्छी थी उनके लिए, but yes, we just didn't get along. It was a lot of surprises.
How did your parents take on to the information of you wanting to get separated?
It wasn't an information, it was a situation that happened. and everyone knew that this is good. She's going to eat him up alive, and she's never going to go back. They know I'm a very strong-headed women in that sense. अभी बोल दिया शादी करना तो करना है, करके छोड़ा. सबने मना किया और जब बोला कि छोड़ना है तो छोड़ा टाइप्स करके, तो I left him, sorry.
Were they supportive of the decision?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because they saw what happened.
Right. And your siblings, how important were they in this journey?
I knew that they're going to be supportive of whatever I'm going to do. They trust quite blindly over my choices or whatever. Yeah, they do. At least I'd like to believe so.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's still a lot of stigma.
And see, so sorry, I don't want to cut. But the kind of woman that I am, I would not give a two rats ass about what other people are thinking, because you didn't go through what I went through in that 30 minutes of tension or that situation, right? So I don't care again. मैं नहीं केयर करती कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो या मॉम क्या बोलेगी या डैड क्या बोलेंगे. दो आई डिड, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है दैट आई डोंट, ऑफ कोर्स आई डू, बट इन दैट मोमेंट इट वाज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन मी एंड माय एक्स हस्बैंड which was clearly not working out, which was clearly abusive, and I was like, dude, I'm not meant for this,
Right.
so fuck off.
Yeah. I think what you did is also brave, considering that in a country like ours, separation is still considered such a taboo.
Trust me, it
and-
is. Trust me, it is. आपकी लड़की में ही कोई प्रॉब्लम हुई ना, 37 साल में तो शादी हुई थी, 3 साल बाद छोड़ भी दिया, 1 साल बाद. कॉमन.
Right.
ठीक है, हाँ है प्रॉब्लम. तुम्हारे घर तो नहीं आ रहे ना खाना मांगने के लिए, तो फिर अपने बच्चों को देखो. सो या बट पेरेंट्स बियर द ब्रंट ऑफ इट, बिकॉज दे स्टिल इन दैट काइंड ऑफ सोसाइटी. हम लोग बहुत इवॉल्व हो गए हैं, और अगर इवॉल्व नहीं भी हो गए तो हम इतना स्ट्रांग है कि हम उस सोसाइटी को वी डोंट केयर. हमारे अगल बगल कितना आंटियाँ बकवास करती रहेंगी, वी विल नॉट केयर. वी विल बी लाइक ओके, आई डोंट केयर, आइज ऑन द प्राइज, विच इज़ to get free from that shitty relationship. So I'm like that. मैंने अपने आप को उस सब चीज़ों से फाइन ट्यून कर लिया. पेरेंट्स नहीं कर पाते यार, उनकी गलती नहीं, उनकी जनरेशन ऐसी है और उनके आसपास के उठने बैठने लोग ऐसे हैं. अरे उनकी लड़की घर वापस आ गई यार, देखो देखो छत पे टहल रही है. दिस इज़ what I heard while there was this girl who had come back, and I felt so sorry about the way people were talking about her. And the next day it was me. मैं छत पे नहीं टहली, but I had my own apartment.
And how did that take a toll on your parents? Like, I'm
I
sure
think-
because they must have gone through
Yeah,
stuff
for sure,
at
for sure.
their end.
They don't express, but I'm sure they have. That shame. बड़ी बेटी divorced है, छोटी बेटी तो अच्छा कर रही है, वो है.
Did it affect your relationship with them in
Oh
any
yes.
form?
I was like, if you can't accept, then it's all right. So I maintained some distance for till the time I was healing. So I'm one person who heals by herself, and I love that about myself. I think it's a superpower कि क्योंकि थेरेपिस्ट भी तो तुमको एक लेवल तक ही जानेगा ना जितना तुम बताओगे उसको.
Right.
तुम अपने आप से तो झूठ नहीं बोल सकते. सो द टाइम विच आई टुक टू हील फ्रॉम दैट स्टूपिड सिचुएशन, जो कि अब मुझे बिल्कुल भी बड़ी नहीं लगती, बट आई डिड टेक सम टाइम, ह्यूमन बीइंग हूँ. तो उस टाइम पे मैंने सबको शट डाउन, नॉट टोटली शट डाउन, बट आई वाज लाइक इट्स ओके,
Laying low.
या चिल,
Yeah.
डोंट इंटरप्ट माई जर्नी. क्योंकि वो इंटरप्शन होती है ना, देन यू इरप्ट.
Yeah.
Then unknown emotions आते हैं, and then you end up saying something or the other, and it has happened. एक दो बारी हुआ है कि I was throwing glasses all across the flat, and I hurt myself. Not sadistically or masochistically, जो भी अगर there is a word, no, nothing like that. But it happened, and I was like, no. This is not the part of my healing process. My healing process is heal in the right sense. That you don't, because you're so much hurting at the moment, you don't end up hurting the other person to a level where you can't come back from.
Right.
तो बस मैंने वो डिस्टेंस सबसे मेंटेन किया, and I'm
So
happy.
was that the only healing technique or tool that you use, which was just kind of isolating yourself from people, if I could say that? Or was there more? Like, you know, there are a lot of healing
Huh.
techniques and therapy
Yes.
techniques that come into play.
So as I said, I'm not intelligent enough to talk about it, but I can talk about my journey.
Right.
So the moment I filed my divorce and the proceedings, I knew कि अब ना negative energy बनने वाली है body में. So अब क्या करना है? I went to the gym, not to look hot or something. No, I just went to the gym to sweat it out,
Right.
and I'm glad that I did it. And it gave me a great shape and body, and I liked that about myself. But I think that was extremely important. Second thing was I traveled. Third thing was I got Juno, Jan and Jimmy in my life, which are my 3 dogs. वैसे तो Juno आया था, तो I was never a dog lover, but जब Juno आया तो मुझे realize हुआ कि यार, oh God, wow, this is some world, and I'm glad that I'm part of his world and I get to take care of him. तो वो एक वो था. और फोर्थ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट, लड़कियां शर्माती हैं अपनी स्टोरीज के बारे में बात करने से. आई नेवर शाइड.
Yeah.
हाँ, few of my very close ones said, why do you tell your story? I was like, it's because कोई ना कोई उससे ज़रूर मोटिवेट होगा.
Yeah.
कोई ना कोई लड़की शायद किसी गलत सिचुएशन से बाहर निकलने की हिम्मत निकाल ले, उसका घर बच जाए, ये वो बच जाए एज अ विमेन,
Correct.
यू नो, शी सेव्स हरसेल्फ. सो या, एंड आई डिडंट स्टॉप. आई स्टिल डोंट स्टॉप.
Is Juno also therapeutic to you?
Oh, totally. He is.
Yeah.
मुझे लगता है मेरे पिछले जन्म का मेरा कोई तो बच्चा था वो जो इस जन्म में पूरा अपना मेरे से हिसाब पूरा करने के लिए आ रखा है. ही इज रियली गुड.
Yeah. And then Jan and Julie also.
जिमी.
Jimmy. Jan
जैन
and Jimmy
इज, हाँ,
came
उसकी
into
गर्लफ्रेंड लेके आई मैं, फिर उन दोनों का जिमी हुआ. तो दैट्स हाउ द फैमिली इज देयर.
place. Right. So now you stay with all the 3 dogs together.
आई एम द डॉग मॉम.
Are you enjoying the
Oh,
phase?
totally. I can't wait to get back to them after this podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
So before we come to October, which is your new venture, and talk about it, I quickly want to touch upon the part where a close family member of yours was going through a depressive phase. And like how we were talking earlier, right? It is extremely difficult to see someone in your family suffer,
It is.
especially when you don't know how to help, because there's no awareness, you don't know what are the tools to help them, you don't know
Yeah.
how to do it, right? So if you could talk about that part
Sure.
of your life a little bit.
Sure. Really tough time for sure, because there was good 8 years, and I always knew it was depression. Though other people were like, "Oh, कुछ तो ऊपरी हुआ है भाई साहब, तो कुछ तो गलत हो रखा है, कुछ तो गलत है. Let's go to Pandit, let's go to that," and that's also important.
Right.
Spirituality, religion, everything is important in whatever situation. But I always knew it was depression, because there were certain events that had happened in that person's life, which was clearly indicating that he's not going to be a happy person for some time. And I'm glad that I had that kind of awareness, because I also thought that I was also going through some clinical depression. I was reading a lot about it, and at the same time, as I'm a talker, I love to talk about not my issues, but certain issues with people. So I was like, "Acha, theek hai, now I'm getting these are the symptoms. Ye to kuch to hai." So yeah, as collectively, as all the family members, we all got together. We actually created a proper strategy like any CEO would do. आप ये कर लो, मैं ये करती हूँ. You guys do this. So we divided and we ruled the entire situation, and we conquered it all. Yeah.
Did this person take therapy when they were going through a depressive phase, or was he or
Good
she
question.
on medicines at that time?
But yes, medicines, no therapy.
Okay.
We tried therapy, but as I said, I always believed in the fact कि यार कोई किसी को इतने अच्छे से नहीं जानता है. I could be wrong, because I've met certain therapists just recently and they were amazing. And I would always say कि वो एक बंदे के ऊपर भी बहुत डिपेंड करता है कि वो एक बीमारी से कैसे उभरता है, चाहे वो मेंटल हो, चाहे फिजिकल हो, चाहे वो कैसी भी हो. It
But the
depends on the
meds
strength of the
helped?
person. Meds did help.
Yeah.
It did.
Because there's a lot of stigma around meds as well when it
There
comes
is.
to psychiatric
There is.
medicines.
There is.
So was it difficult convincing this person to get on meds, or was it not that difficult?
It was initially, but then I had to,
Yeah.
as I said, strategically sat the person down and you like, this is what it is. घर में बहुत सारे functions हैं, एक बच्चे का शादी है, so you need to be standing right up for everyone. So it took some time, but it all helped.
And did that affect you as well? So, a lot of times when you're staying with someone who's clinically depressed, or even anxious, maybe, like not necessarily clinically depressed, it takes a toll on you too, right? Because sometimes you feel helpless, sometimes you're able to feel their pain, and it becomes too overwhelming for
It
you.
does.
Uh, how did it feel when someone this close was going through that phase? And what was your coping mechanism at that point?
So, first of all, I wasn't that close, like physically close to the person. It was the
Right.
other family members. So,
Mm-hmm.
bravo and hats off to them. You know, while I was going through slight depression myself, the way I recognized it, because I couldn't sleep at night, I had issues. 2 घंटे सो के ऑफिस जा रही हूँ, and then I'm getting tremors while I was trying to give my sales presentations. I'm flying to Pune, feeling like यार अभी भी plane चल रहा है, जबकि I haven't taken a flight for a long time. So I kind of understood कि हाँ है थोड़ा बहुत. So I started taking medicines कि I
Right.
can feel better with those medicines. But I
These
took
were
it only for
prescribed by a
हाँ,
psychiatrist?
proper
Okay.
from Delhi, a very 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 famous hospital,
Okay.
only meant for mental illness.
Okay.
But it was only for 1 week.
Okay.
Again, me being me, I said, "No, yaar, I will not go through the medicines. Maybe the stigma.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get addicted to anything for that matter. कि मुझे sleeping
Right.
pills चाहिए, ये वो चाहिए. No, no, no. I was like, just calm your mind, self heal, उसको ठीक करो. But the other people who were with the other person, I think they went through a lot. Hats off
How
to
is
them.
this person doing now? Is he or she better? And
The person with the illness or
Yeah.
the person coping with the person?
the person with the illness?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it comforting to know that you've helped someone heal through it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
More than me, I think the other family members did, I would say.
Right. Let's talk about this. There's a beautiful caption on your Instagram that says, "Once upon a time, there was a girl, and she didn't find any good place to hang out in Dehradun. So she created one for herself, and she lived happily ever after."
Yes, that's
So
me.
tell us about this fairy tale place of yours that you mentioned here.
Yeah. So, as luck would have it, and this COVID situation that got me back to Dehradun after almost 19 years. And while I was working from home at a very reputed organization, at a very high position as well, earning really really well, I also realized कि यार देहरादून में तो अपना टाइप का तो कोई जगह ही नहीं है.
Yeah.
No name shaming, but there was none.
Right.
I really wanted a place which felt safe, secure, happy, good vibes, and where there's a community where we are talking about something common or even uncommon for that matter.
Right.
But there was some sense of community. So I
And a
was
lot
like,
of rock.
for sure, yes. तो वो मेरा personal choice था. And yes, definitely rock and roll. So I was
Yeah.
like, अब तो कोई जगह है नहीं, अब क्या करें? कहीं किसी को बोलते हैं कि please can you do a rock and roll evening or something like that. People would be like, no, 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 it's pretty much dead in the town. And I was like, no, rock and roll can never be dead.
Yeah.
So that's where October was born. Like physically, it took a physical shape, but it finally took shape when I was here, and I got frustrated while I was. I'm a Friday knockoff drinker. I love doing that. Right? You're done on a Friday evening. You go out to some pub and you knock off with 2 or 3 drinks, and you're like a happy person. You go home, you enjoy, you have a good weekend to yourself. There was nothing like that in Dehradun. But fact of the matter is that means a lot.
Correct.
So I've earned the right respect and the right trust from people around me, and that has created a very safe space. And then on top of it, Akshita, I think you need to create a safe space for yourself first,
Right.
which is by being who you are. अब इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि यार मैं डेली वहाँ पे सूट पहनूंगी या साड़ी पहन के जाऊंगी या
course.
I'll cover myself up. No, no, no. I be myself, and I go back to one very important aspect which was taught to me back in the days, being assertive.
Right.
Yes. Because even today, if a woman is being assertive, she'll be called bossy. That's true.
Yeah. For sure.
And I don't mind being called bossy or bitch, whatever. Jo bolna bolo yaar. I have my eyes on the prize. and I have to do it very gracefully, assertively, and committedly. So I'm like there. I stand up for myself first, then for anybody else or anything, or October for that matter.
Right. But does it not affect sometimes, when
It
people
does.
come and say कि तुम क्या शराब ही पीते रहोगे, you were telling me things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
अरे
for
अरे मैडम,
someone
आज
like
क्या
me,
हो गया?
I
आज
don't.
आपसे संभल नहीं रहा है क्या? आज आप लोगों के बस का नहीं हो रहा है क्या संभालना पब? Because there was a lot of people in the pub one night, and my bartender couldn't show up because it was raining heavily. So I started bartending. Bartending was not about कि I'm giving away sharab to men and trying to be nice and stuff. No, no, not at all. I was just doing my job. I wanted to earn. I wanted to make that night successful financially.
Correct.
End of story. मुझे क्या पता कि सामने वाले क्या क्या सोच रहे हैं वहाँ पे बैठ के. I was like, so be it, यार, whatever. But then that person did have that audacity to tell me on my face, संभल नहीं रहा है लगता है आज आपके. I felt like slapping him right across the bar. But then I was like, it's okay, be assertive. I said, आपको बियर मिल गया ना, आप you move on. Next. So
But it
that is-
stayed with you.
It did.
And how
If
do
I'm
you,
talking about it, it
Yeah.
did.
And how
I'm
do
a Libra ना. सब रहता है. I never forget. I never forgive all.
But how do you cope with it then? Like, I know a lot of people journal sometimes. There are, of course,
I
stuff
cuss
like
a
that.
lot in the kitchen. I just go cuss, come back. So yeah, and my staff is like, हाँ ठीक है, मैं बिगड़ के आई हूँ. I was like, yeah, that's it. So that's my outlet, because अगर वो रह गया ना, वो that is going to be not good for me and the person.
Yeah. But not just with clients. Do you also face such things with vendors?
Oh,
Because
yes.
it's majorly a men-run industry, right?
Yeah.
At least in smaller cities still.
Yeah.
They don't see women running pubs.
Oh, not at all.
So, like, how is that like?
आप पब की बात करो अक्षता. When my father was going through angioplasty in Velmet, वहाँ पे मुझे 3 बार पूछा गया, कोई मेल को लेके आइए साइन करने के लिए. कोई भाई नहीं है, आपके हस्बैंड नहीं है, कोई और नहीं है साइन कर. मैंने बोला मैं हूँ ना. नहीं नहीं, आप तो फीमेल हैं, आप हटिए, किसी और को भेजिए. मैंने बोला मैं ही हूँ, करना है करवाओ साइन, सर्जरी तो होगी होगी टाइप्स करके.
Doesn't make you angry.
Oh yes, absolutely. I felt like beating the crap out of that guy. But then अभी क्या कर सकते हैं यार, अभी किसी का सर्जरी हो रहा है, मैं can't do that. But yes, it does stay. This needs to change. This narrative has to change.
Right. One last thing, which is again coming back from the conversation we were having earlier, where you told me as a joke that I'll be 60-year-old standing outside a court fighting against the
Yes.
term divorce
Yes.
and saying this term shouldn't exist.
Yes, I strongly believe in that.
And why is that so?
ठीक है. It could be a half-baked answer because वो बहुत random मैंने आपको बताया. But I don't think so कि कोई भी लड़का लड़की should be termed as divorced. What does that even mean? मुझे समझा दो इसकी बात. शादी मैं समझती हूँ, शादी हो गई. उसके बाद टूट गई तो उसको लेबल क्यों करना है? Why can't anyone be back single? डिवोर्स का मतलब क्या हो गया? मतलब I don't get it. तो इसलिए I think we need to fight the word divorce. Not just for women, but for everybody. Institution में.
Because बचपन से ही वो सुन के बड़े हुए हैं
हाँ.
कि डिवोर्स है तो गलत है,
हाँ.
और डिवोर्स है तो लड़की इविल होगी.
हाँ.
तो do
I
you
still
think
get
it's
those eyes
that?
in my society. But then ठीक है. आपको सब इग्नोर करके eyes on the prize. I mean, your prize could be anything.
Correct.
कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो I don't care. मतलब I just walk straight. अपनी राह.
This was a great conversation and thank you so much for doing
Sure.
this. Your letter to the future says above and beyond,
Yes.
and I'm sure this will be above and beyond, and someday we'll for sure be standing outside the High Court fighting a case
No divorce.
against such words.
Perhaps.
But yeah, thank you for doing this. It
Sure.
was a pleasure talking, and I do really hope that you start dancing more.
Oh, I will. I'm looking for a Kathak and a Bharatanatyam dancer or a teacher here who can really guide me through the journey.
Right.
And don't
I
mind
have a
joining.
friend जिसके वो घुंघरू हैं, She's a master's in Qatar. She's
I
a
could-
PhD in Qatar.
I could sense from the length of the gungrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you added right
Yes.
with the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and I do hope the next time we meet,
Yes.
you're in there into
Yeah.
your Kathak classes.
so.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing
Thank
this.
you for having me here. What is this?
So this is a mini kit, the way we were about what we were discussing
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
So instead of the board game, there are people who feel more comfortable doing the DIY activities
Yeah.
and stuff around it. So this consists of all of that.
Oh, love
There's
it.
a nice planter. There are DIY cards, chant cards, affirmation cards, etc. that are a part of it. Just a small token, which we hope you like.
Oh, of course, I'm going to love it. I think I have to really say something about Loop.
Sure.
I got to learn about Loop just before we met, like here. I genuinely want to compliment you and the entire team on the fact that this is being done quite professionally, and that's very much required. And for any podcast or interview or conversation, thorough research is extremely, extremely important. So I think not because of this thing, this was like really heart touching. You made me teared up at the first dialogue only, but yes, the research is great. So keep doing good and above and beyond for you and the rest of the team as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being a part of this.
Thank you.